Hello and welcome to Prepspot. In this video we are going to know about a critical event that has significant implications for cybersecurity, social media stability, and even geopolitics, a comprehensive case study on what Elon Musk has described as a massive cyber attack on X, the social media platform formerly known as Twitter. On 10th March 2025, users around the world began reporting outages on X early in the morning, and within hours, the disruption had grown to affect tens of thousands of users. According to outage tracking data from Down Detector, the incident started around 6 a.m. Eastern Time with over 20,000 reports, peaked at nearly 40,000 by mid-morning, and saw another spike later in the day, illustrating the widespread nature of the disruption. In an official statement on X, Elon Musk attributed the outages to a large-scale cyber attack, claiming that there was, still is, a massive cyber attack against X, and suggested that the attack was executed by either a large, coordinated group or even a state actor, noting that some of the suspicious IP addresses originated in the Ukraine area. However, this claim was complicated by a simultaneous assertion from a hacktivist group known as the Dark Storm team, which later claimed responsibility for the attack via a Telegram post before deleting it. This group, known for its pro-Palestinian stance and previous cyber operations targeting critical infrastructures, including airports and defense ministries, has added a layer of complexity to the narrative. While Musk's statement pointed towards a potentially state-sponsored or coordinated cyber offensive, the claim from Dark Storm team raises questions about attribution and the methods used by such groups to mask their true origins, possibly by routing traffic through Ukraine. Understanding this event requires familiarity with several key terms and concepts. A cyber attack, in this context, refers to any deliberate attempt to disrupt, damage, or gain unauthorized access to computer systems or networks. In the case of X, the nature of the attack appeared to be a distributed denial of service (DDoS) attack, a scenario where a network of compromised computers, often referred to as a botnet, floods a target system with an overwhelming amount of traffic, rendering it incapable of processing legitimate requests. To counter this, X employed measures provided by Cloudflare's DDoS protection services, which include tactics like rate limiting and CAPTCHA challenges designed to differentiate between human users and automated attack traffic. It is important to note that while DDoS attacks do not typically involve data theft, their primary purpose is to disrupt service, a fact that underscores the growing challenge of maintaining cybersecurity for major digital platforms. Elon Musk's remarks on X, and his reference to IP addresses originating from the Ukraine area, have ignited considerable debate among cybersecurity experts and the public alike. While some see this as evidence pointing to a sophisticated, perhaps even state-backed, operation, others argue that it could simply be a misdirection, a tactic used by hacktivist groups to conceal their actual location and intentions. This controversy highlights one of the enduring challenges in the field of cybersecurity. Attributing cyber attacks with absolute certainty is often a complex and contentious process. In this instance, the conflicting narratives from Musk and the Dark Storm team illustrate how cyber incidents can be shrouded in ambiguity, with the truth likely lying somewhere between these competing accounts. Let's take a moment to consider the broader implications of this incident. X, which was rebranded from Twitter after Elon Musk acquired it in 2022 for $44 billion, has long been at the forefront of global communication. Its stability is not merely a matter of convenience for its millions of users but also a linchpin in the larger digital infrastructure that supports real-time news dissemination, social interaction, and even political mobilization across the globe. Any significant disruption to this platform can have cascading effects on public discourse, market dynamics, and even national security. In a world increasingly reliant on digital communication, the ability to both defend against and quickly recover from cyber attacks is paramount. This incident, therefore, serves as a stark reminder of the vulnerabilities inherent in our digital ecosystem and the continuous arms race between cyber attackers and defenders. From a technical standpoint, the incident on 10th March 2025 was characterized by multiple waves of disruption. The initial reports began with a surge of outage notifications, followed by subsequent peaks as the attack persisted throughout the day. The reliance on Cloudflare's DDoS protection underscores the necessity for robust, layered security protocols in modern digital platforms. Cloudflare's systems work by absorbing and mitigating the flood of malicious traffic, ensuring that legitimate users can still access the service even during an attack. However, the sheer volume of the attack, peaking at around 40,000 outage reports at one point, suggests that the attackers employed significant resources, possibly harnessing a large botnet or multiple coordinated sources. This level of disruption is indicative of the scale and ambition of modern cyber attacks, and it highlights the ongoing need for continuous improvements in cybersecurity measures. The geopolitical angle of this incident adds another layer of complexity. Elon Musk's mention of Ukrainian IP addresses and the subsequent claim by Dark Storm team, a group with a history of targeting Western entities and infrastructure, places this event squarely within the broader context of international cyber conflict. In today's interconnected world, cyber attacks can serve as instruments of geopolitical influence, with state and non-state actors alike using digital platforms as battlegrounds for political and ideological struggles. The potential involvement of state-backed resources, as hinted at by Musk, raises serious concerns about the weaponization of cyber capabilities and the ensuing challenges for international law and cyber diplomacy. Whether this incident was orchestrated by a nation-state, a hacktivist collective, or a combination of both, its implications are far-reaching and underscore the urgent need for international cooperation in establishing norms and protocols to prevent, mitigate, and respond to cyber warfare. Moreover, this event has significant ramifications for the reputation and operational stability of X as a social media platform. Since its acquisition by Elon Musk, X has undergone numerous changes, including substantial workforce reductions that have, in some quarters, been linked to vulnerabilities in its security infrastructure. Critics have previously pointed to these cuts as potential contributors to the platform's susceptibility to cyber attacks. In the aftermath of 10th March incident, questions are being raised about whether the reduction in staff and resources may have compromised X's ability to fend off such a large-scale assault. These discussions are not only important for understanding the current state of cybersecurity at X but also for appreciating the broader trend of how digital platforms balance cost-cutting measures with the need to maintain robust security defenses. Looking at the numbers, the outage data presents a clear timeline of the attack's progression. The first wave at approximately 6 a.m. Eastern Time was followed by a second, more severe wave around 10 a.m. Eastern Time, and finally another spike near 12:30 p.m. Eastern Time, with thousands of users affected at each stage. Such patterns are typical of DDoS attacks, which can fluctuate in intensity based on the methods employed by the attackers. These figures not only help us understand the scale of the disruption but also serve as critical data points for cybersecurity analysts who will study this event to improve future defensive measures. In competitive exam contexts, understanding these dynamics is crucial, as questions often require detailed knowledge of cybersecurity incidents, including technical and numerical aspects. In addition to the technical and operational details, it's important to contextualize this event within the broader landscape of cybersecurity challenges faced by major tech companies today. The incident on X is not an isolated event but rather part of a continuing series of cyber threats that have targeted large-scale digital platforms worldwide. High-profile platforms, from social media giants to financial institutions, are under constant threat from an ever-evolving array of cyber attackers. The persistent nature of these threats underscores the importance of cybersecurity as a fundamental pillar of modern digital society. For policymakers, businesses, and competitive exam aspirants alike, the incident serves as a poignant case study of how vulnerabilities in digital infrastructure can have far-reaching consequences, not just in terms of service disruption, but also in the erosion of public trust and the potential destabilization of critical communication channels. As we analyze this event, it is also essential to discuss the role of public statements and media narratives in shaping our understanding of cyber incidents. Elon Musk's announcement on X, his subsequent interview on Fox Business, and the contrasting narrative provided by the Dark Storm team all contribute to a complex and multifaceted picture of what transpired on 10th March 2025. Such situations illustrate the challenges inherent in attributing cyber attacks to specific actors or groups. In many cases, cyber attackers intentionally obscure their origins and motives, creating a web of conflicting information that can leave even seasoned experts uncertain. This ambiguity is a reminder of the need for critical evaluation of sources and the importance of corroborating evidence from multiple perspectives before drawing conclusions about the nature and origin of a cyber attack. In conclusion, the so-called massive cyber attack on X on 10th March 2025 stands as a significant example of the evolving challenges in cybersecurity, the vulnerabilities of even the largest digital platforms, and the intricate interplay of technology, politics, and public perception in today's globalized world. Whether attributed to state-backed actors, a coordinated hacktivist effort, or a combination of factors, the incident has already sparked intense debate and analysis among experts and laypeople alike. For those preparing for competitive exams in current affairs, it is crucial to understand not only the technical details of such cyber incidents but also the broader contextual implications, ranging from the impact on global communication networks and social media stability to the geopolitical tensions that can arise when cyber warfare becomes a tool of modern conflict. The event underscores the importance of robust cybersecurity measures, international cooperation, and the continuous evolution of digital defense mechanisms in an era where our reliance on online platforms is greater than ever. Answer this question in comments. The correct answer will be given hot and pinned. Lastly, we just want to let you know that we are a newly emerging online platform for competitive exams. Creating educational explainer videos like these requires a lot of effort, money, and time. If you like these videos and want us to excel and create videos in all categories of competitive exams, then you can consider supporting us with a one-time donation through the Ko-fi platform and also by becoming a member through Patreon. This will help us create more such informative educational videos in the competitive exams space. So, one last time, subscribe and share this channel with all your friends who are preparing for competitive exams. And also, follow us on social media platforms. The links are given in the About section of the channel and also in the video description. So, see you in the next video.